experience, man. I'm glad to be here. Slightly Ignorant Podcast.
Thanks for being here, brother.
Nah, I appreciate you. We about to get real ignorant, though.
Yeah. Looking forward to this performance.
Oh, yeah, it's going to happen. Give it like 2 seconds.
All right.
We about to drop it.
I don't know if the world's ready for this.
Yeah, I've been on the road, making 750 a show. Them sure change me not to sin or your casket are closed. Joking shit, catch me cackling as I tie my foes. That is just how it goes. I got no cool in the cool, but they call me in the booth. Off the top, I am the truth. Taking shots, I like the shoe. Shotgun holes all in your roof. Top shot, the bitches call me Big Papa. Big figure, fitness bitch, like a wedgie in a rubber. G, you losing scrims, I do the same thing as Jay. The Sweeney is the touch, you could come and catch you a fake. Trigger finger, team rocket, it be blasted away. Gospel shit and lip spirits, don't get carried away. When you make it, promise you don't change. You don't change. I ain't worked this hard to stay the same. Stay the same. You ain't grinding, you just playing games. Playing games. All of you lame niggas, fuck up out my way. Out my way, in my way. Fuck up out my way. Out my way, in my way. Get the fuck up out my way. What you say, what I say, get the fuck up out my way. Y'all niggas playing games, we don't got no time to play. Oh, no.
Queens up in this fucking bitch. No one that can fuck with this. Her snuff to snuffle off against. Knuckle up and snuff and kick. Beat the fuck up and shit. That's just how I feel right now. Let me fucking bend my nigga ShadP. Got the face with the fucking grit. I do the same thing. When I fuck your bitch, this ain't any old thing that you fucking with. If we are what you up against, you probably won't get up again. Politicking in different cities. Costa Rica, Costa Pretty. Flying. Do my dance. I get jiggy in your city. Women grinning when they greet me. They be grinding like I'm grinding, but our grinds got different meanings, slight differences between us,
When you make it, promise you don't change. You don't change. I ain't worked this hard to stay the same. Stay the same. You ain't grinding, you just playing games. Playing games. All of you lame niggas, fuck up out my way. Out my way, in my way. Fuck up out my way. Out my way, in my way. Get the fuck up out my way. What you say, what I say, get the fuck up out my way. Y'all niggas playing games, we don't got no time to play. Oh, no.
They call me Mr. Magic Flow. Okay, nobody called me that. But fuck it, y'all should start it though. Starving artists hardly ever harness what they harvest. I knew where I'd finish before I started. I know I showed you some things, left you astonished. Come through dripping in gold, call me Adonis. I don't know how to troll, just being honest. I've been all on the road, prefer the tropics. Told you that I got it, niggas know I'm popping. Women wet as willies while they panties really sopping. I'm talking drenches so it go squish when you drop it. Like a fish when it's flopping. We can tell you ain't got it. You ain't got it, nigga. Oof. So back to the show. It's been a great day.
Shit, bro.
Thank you.
That was awesome. A lot of energy. A lot of energy.
Thank you.
I was worried for a second that the headphones were going to come out.
Oh, yeah, I was wilding before.
It's all good. We got to get a longer cable for that.
That's what she said.
But thank you, bro. That was a lot of energy, man. Everybody, this is Anonymous. Anonymous with an E.
Yes, sir.
That's the first time I've seen it written that way.
Original.
But I fucks with it. I still don't know your name. We'll keep that off the camera for now.
Yeah.
I'm guessing there's a reason why you're called Anonymous.
Yeah, because I'm most women's baby father. So I like to stay anonymous. So
I see what you mean. Okay.
But in all honesty,
yeah,
my name came from a Dane Cook joke.
Dane Cook?
A Dane Cook
Oh, that's
joke.
A throwback right there.
Yeah.
So what's the joke?
It was not even that funny. But he was talking about how I guess somebody sent him hate mail. And then their email address was anonymous@yahoo.com. And he was like, the original Anonymous? Oh, shit, that's fucking crazy. And I was like, yeah, that's going to be me. And then I took the E instead of an A because my middle name starts with an E.
Oh, I got you.
My middle name means courageous in most African languages. So
how do you say it?
Come on, son. That's why I gave you the meaning so y'all can look it up. Now, you heard of Mad Times before. It's called Evan.
Evan?
Yeah.
Oh, that's mad common.
That's mad common. Yeah.
I didn't know it was African, though.
Yeah, like a motherfucker. Most things are.
Like, Evan, for me, is just a white guy's name.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like, they stole our shit, man. It started with the names.
Started with the names, and then they took everything else. Guys, like I said before, this is Anonymous. Thanks for coming down, sitting down with us today, telling us a little bit more about yourself as an artist, what you guys got going on with Dutch Treats 2G. We're looking forward to hearing more about that. Looking forward to you doing another performance for us at the end. So stay tuned for that, guys. But first, I guess we want to start off. I heard you shout out Queens.
Correct.
During 750. So, are you a Queens native?
Yes.
Okay.
Born and raised. I
Born
actually
and
never
raised?
lived anywhere else ever in my
Yeah,
life.
yeah. I think I told Raph this. The best rappers come from Queens.
Oh, you got
I don't
damn
care
right.
what anybody says. Brooklyn or Bronx. Nah,
Can
Queens.
I want to do like a weird flex. Weird
Do it.
flex.
Do
So I
it.
was hanging out with Nas's brother, right?
Oh, that's a flex right there.
It's a weird flex. I was hanging out with Nas's brother, right? And it was just literally by happen chance how I happened to be here. It was just like I got blessed by the gods, right?
Yeah.
So he's there, and I'm like, oh shit, what do you do? You know what I'm saying? I got my phone. I'm playing my music. Yo, you got a second? Let me just, you know what I mean? He goes, all right, play it on speaker. He goes, you from Jamaica, Queens, right? I go, yeah. He goes, something about Jamaica, Queens people. When they get it, they get it.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh shit.
You could just tell by the energy, right?
Yeah.
Like the accent and everything.
Yeah, I go hard. You can feel my hunger.
Yeah, for real. So you were born and raised in Queens.
Correct.
What part of Queens?
I'm born and raised in Queens Village, Hollis.
Queens Village.
Yeah, Hollis and
That's not
Springfield
too
right
far
there.
from where we grew up.
Oh, for real? Yeah,
Yeah.
you told me y'all was on Woodside, right?
Woodside, yeah.
Yeah.
And then we moved around a little bit.
I
when
grew
it's-
up where the bitches was at. You know what I'm saying? On
Oh, I
Woodside?
don't know about that.
What? Nigga,
It was
little-
all right.
Little Spanish joints with the
Oh,
titties and the ass.
Definitely.
Come
It
on,
was
son.
just
That's
like
when,
a
when I was in
very.
junior high school, that's my first taste of titties and ass.
That's
came
where
from
you used to.
Woodside.
Oh, for real?
Oh God,
Shit. We might be Eskimo brothers.
we might be on the low. You know what I'm saying?
We'll talk about that afterwards.
Yeah,
Try to.
on 111.
try to-
111?
I'm not saying anything. I don't give out any names in this podcast. A gentleman doesn't kiss and tell, man.
I hear that. I'm far from a gentleman. I'm a rough nigga. You
You're
feel me?
rough, and that comes through in your music.
God, thank you.
So, who would you say are your top influences?
It depends on literally the different points in time in my life. So first growing up, the reason why I started rapping is because of Ludacris and Lil Wayne.
Yeah,
That song, Grew Up or Screw Up remix, 9 years old.
yeah,
Heard that song, said I could do that too.
yeah.
And I haven't looked back since. But in my early age, so like I said, Ludacris, Lil Wayne, and 50 Cent and Lil Bow Wow were my first like.
Nothing wrong with that, man.
Those are my first like inspirations.
Yeah.
Aaron Carter was actually my first favorite rapper of all time.
Aaron Carter. Wait, that's
That's the white kid.
The white kid?
Yeah.
Oh,
That was my first favorite rapper.
Oh
Like,
man,
yeah,
for real?
on God.
That's
Like,
crazy.
It was
you don't
weird.
hear that often.
Yeah, you don't.
Yeah.
You'll never hear that ever because
Yeah.
Aaron Carter's a nut nigga now. Like, you know what I'm saying? But like,
And he
that
does
was-
like he's like a
He beat
little
Shaq,
bit.
like-
yeah, he's a little soft spoken too, but
Mhm.
yeah.
That's what
I
was
think
my
he's
guy.
still touring nowadays.
He
right?
might be.
Yeah.
I seen him on he did an interview with Adam 22,
Mm-hmm.
the dude, No Jumper.
Yeah.
You know his girlfriend is a porn star. And
Yes.
he has his own
Yes,
porn channel.
I was just talking to him about
Y'all
that.
niggas need to start doing porn with bitches. Y'all want to get yourselves up there, like slightly ignorant.
It might be the next move,
Right.
you know.
Get an OnlyFans page.
Premium Snapchat.
Yeah, yo, listen.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then as I grew forward, like in my teenage years, my
Yeah.
inspirations were more Wale, Cassidy, Wale, Cassidy, King Los, Joe Button, like
Yeah.
like rappers of that ilk. I guess as a teenager, you go through the darkest.
You do.
Like,
You
ages
do.
ago. And then now, Kanye West and J. Cole. So like right now, at this point in my life, it's mostly I guess everybody up
Yeah.
until now.
Mm-hmm.
And then more so my team. My team is extremely like these dudes, like everybody down. Hookzmurdock. I just left the studio last night with Taha.
Right around the corner too.
Right
I know we
around the
talked
corner.
about that. Yeah.
Right there. Shout out to Brass Beard, Freshwater Studios. Yo, one of the greatest engineers. Probably not the best of all time. You should check him out.
That's a bold statement.
No. I
Right
make
there.
all bold statements all the time. Yeah.
So who's part of your team?
Okay, so right now the team is 2G Music Group. We're full LLC, full company. Look out for us. We're gonna be one of the not even next. Like you can't even like nothing ever happened before us like us.
Yeah.
But it is Hookzmurdock, Enonomous. It's Jerry Milo. It's Yohan. It's ShadP. It's Taha, and then that's the main 2G artist roster.
Yeah.
And then
That's
me and
like the core.
Hookzmurdock got a group called Dutch Treats.
Dutch
And that's
Treats.
just with
Yeah.
us too, because
Yeah.
we met at Hofstra, and Dutch Treats is like a store in Hofstra.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's what I was wondering. I was like, what is Dutch Treats 2G? So you guys are like a separate outfit, but within 2G also.
Like, so
that's more
2G's
like a music
the label.
Yeah.
And then so as far as Dutch Treats is just an artist, like a group, but it's
Gotcha.
handled like an artist.
Yeah. So do you guys like do a lot of collaborative projects together?
Correct. So, it's funny because you ever watch like a Breakfast Club interview?
Oh yeah, all the time, man.
And then they go,
my favorite podcast.
So Jay-Z, what's the next? Rockefeller Records. What y'all about to do? And he go, can't say that yet. And I always go, motherfucker, just say that shit. But like, I feel him. But to answer your question, yeah, we're working on because the culmination of us becoming a cohesive team, just happened within the last year and a half or so. So by the 2G has lasted or has been around rather for at least 10 years or so.
Yeah,
I personally got into 2G probably around 2014, and then we turned it into a real thing. We revamped it like last year. So by revamping it, by making me the COO and putting like certain roster changes here and there, implementing a lot of different just strategies as far as getting to places and getting our music out and getting our content out. Yeah. Reason why I say content is because we have 2G Digital, and 2G Digital there in charge of everything digital, obviously, videos, skits,
all the stuff
television
you put
shows,
out on social media,
social
right?
media and YouTube and everything. They in charge of all that.
Gotcha. So you have a whole production team behind you, marketing team also, I imagine. Yeah. So that's good. I mean, because not a lot of artists have that. They have good music, they have good production, but they don't have like a backbone. I think that's like so important. Right.
And I think that was really more so with me and Hookzmurdock what we was trying to go for. Yeah. At the end of the day, the reason why it took so long is because, for us to come together, when I say so long, I mean the 3 years in between us just doing songs and not pretending, but being cordial and being friends with each other, and then actually creating a team. Because you see a lot of things performing, right? Especially from different perspectives, if you good, bad, or indifferent, right? You see a lot of things if you perform a lot. So throughout the years, all we notice is everybody got a show with 17 people, right? 17 people on the bill. It's always a different 17 people on the bill every time. Yeah. You're going to bring your friend. You one of the 17 artists. When your friend only wants to see you, your friend is upset. They got to listen to anybody else until they get to see you.
That you're the last one.
Exactly.
You got to hear 16 motherfuckers you never heard of.
Yeah, and then nobody cares because 9 times out of 10, most of these motherfuckers is trash. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But not even to sound like that, but in all honesty, at this level, most people are trash. It's practice. It's you know what I'm saying? But we wanted to separate ourselves, right? So in order to separate yourself from anything, you have to have infrastructure, period. Or else it will not stand. So that's what we started to say. We got the LLC. We got our mission statement. We got what we wanted to do, and we built the brand behind that. Then once we built the brand and what we wanted to represent, then we just, how would we represent it like this? Yeah. If that makes any sense. Okay, so what we want to be represented as, we want a family orientated. We want something that everybody to feel comfortable. Either if you don't like the music, you just like us. If that makes any sense. Okay, so what does that? If you speak a certain way, if you dress a certain way, if you present, every time you come out, you got to present yourself in a certain right.
Your image is a
lot.
Yeah.
And people think image is just getting fresh. That's a good part of it. Yeah. But most of your image is literally your aura. And because you could be the coolest looking person ever, but if you look like I can't approach you, I'm not gonna approach you.
If you're standoffish and you don't want to talk to anybody, if you just give off that vibe.
Yeah, that's a fact. Yeah. That's a full fact. And what we've done was we broke those ideas down and then just decided how to walk that way. And we found a nice studio around the corner because we had another studio, but just location and a lot of the reasons why it wouldn't work for just bringing multiple people there. You know what I mean?
I got you.
So this one, perfect. The engineer, everybody, good people, is a good fit, and it's synergy. At the end of the day, that's what we're trying to promote. Just straight synergy. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? 1 + 1 = 4 every time.
That's what I think too. It's good. building a team sometimes is a little bit tough.
It's hard,
right? Because you got to find the right people. So what do you look for? Let's say like you want to bring on like another artist.
Okay,
to be
so
part of
I'll
2G.
even so the newest 3 additions to 2G. And I'll tell you exactly one by one the reasons why they were put on. Aside from us being close and stuff. Yohan, he came on. I want to say probably like a little in the middle of this year, around the summertime, probably a little bit beforehand, probably like last year. But what makes Yohan a important key, because everybody brings something to the table.
Yeah, he's Asian.
Yeah, he's Asian. We needed the diversity.
We need
Like,
Asian
what?
guys.
We got a Filipino. It's over, and he identifies as black too. So that's lit as shit. Like, but like he Yohan brings something to the table. Yohan is well, obviously you got to be good. Like, we don't care what music you do, be good. And we're very like I'm blunt and bold. Like, as you said, I make bold statements. So it's like I don't give a fuck about how anybody feels about anything. Because at the end of the day, the truth is the truth.
True.
Like, you feel me? Like, but Yohan, he's good, extremely diverse. Like, you can hear him on any type of music. Like, he really makes like really good music. He engineers. He produces, he raps, like he does everything. On his
Jack
own.
of all trades.
Mm-hmm.
Right
He dropped the album in November called Real Life. He engineered, produced, mixed, mastered that entire album. It's a 20-song album.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
That's crazy. You don't hear about like a lot of artists doing that.
That's doing that. He did
wrote,
that
all the songs. I imagine also.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
that's a lot of work.
It's a lot of work.
Yeah, it's overtime right there.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. So like that type of work ethic is something that we endorse, especially over here at 2G, and we like to feed off of that, and then we do the same thing for him too. Also, Yohan, like he's very proactive. We don't like nobody that's not proactive, because at the end of the day, there's no millions of dollars going around here. Like,
right.
You feel me? Like, you can't just sit here and then like over our hard work and hope
you gotta go get it.
Exactly. Same thing. ShadP, he brings that to the table. Extremely proactive. Aside from the fact that he brought the element of R&B that was like.
ShadP is also somebody new to 2G.
Correct. He's new as an artist.
Okay.
Because 2G was like 2G the family just is so we don't have fans, we have family. We have fans.
Gotcha. Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay, yeah.
Because like if you feel like you resonate with us, you're part of the fam. You could be a distant family member, but you're part of the fam. Like, we show love. But ShadP, he was part of the family for a minute. He just he enjoyed the music. He was always hanging around with each other. And then last year, so he decided, you know what? I'm gonna put on this artist hat. I'm gonna try to write some songs. I'm gonna get into the.
And he's never done it before.
The closest, he's never done it before. The closest he's ever been to being on a song, I had him on a few hooks on my first album, Big Figidy.
Yeah.
I had him on Welcome to Heaven. So he just harmonized real quick. And then I had him on not Trust and Lies, Time Machine, which is a very somber song.
Yeah. I actually really like that song.
For real?
Thank you. That was actually my favorite song off the album.
Yo, mad funny. That is actually like one of my favorite songs. Like,
really?
I'm most proud of that song. I can say that. The third one was Tie High. And that dude, that dude is beyond amazing. Yeah. And what he brings to the table, the reason why he's added to the team, vigor, drive. Like, that dude knows how to make a hit. Yeah. Like, and that's like really everybody on the team knows how to make a hit. Like, everybody.
That's important because like everybody knows how to make a song.
Yeah.
Not everybody knows how to make a hit.
I'm not gonna lie. I find myself listening to me
a
lot more. That's what I'm doing. I like it. But
you like the sound of your voice?
I love the sound of my voice.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie.
That's good. Because a lot of people don't.
Yeah, it's weird to me.
A lot of people don't.
Like, I'll sit here and talk forever. Like, if I had just a mic and headphones, I wouldn't need company. No.
Dude, every time I like have to play back our recordings and edit, I'm just like, I just want to punch myself in the face. like, yo, why do I sound like this?
Yeah,
I gotta do something about that.
I gotta do something about it.
I need a voice coach or something.
Yeah, I could be your voice coach. I think I like my voice is because I sound the way I imagine myself sounding. And I think a lot of people don't like their voice because...
Do you have the same voice like that you hear in
my
your
head? Right.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, see? The voice in your head is different from the voice that comes outside.
But that comes with training, right?
Yeah.
You have to train yourself.
I mean, I don't know.
My
whole life, I've always been like fuck you.
Yeah,
like, you know what I mean? If that makes any sense. So it's like, being fuck you makes you go, I love me a lot.
That's true.
So
that's
like,
true.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
like, I guess in that like, because everything is perception. Like, we about to get into a deep conversation. Like,
Right, let's do it.
All right, cool.
Let's go down the
Because
rabbit hole.
everything is perception. You feel me? Like, and perception comes from obviously the way you digest everything you see, hear,
Yeah.
touch, right? Now, a lot of but good and bad. So we gotta break mad shit down before we get to the, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's like, and I'm glad you understand that, because a lot of times, and then explaining something, I always say explaining something is like making a sandwich. You feel me? Like, you can't just go sandwich, like, you know what I'm saying? You gotta get the bread. You gotta get the mayo.
Gotta
you know
get
what
the
I'm saying?
cheese in there.
Yeah, you
That's
gotta
the most
build it
important
together.
part for me. Gotta put the cheese on
Oh
it.
nah, yeah.
100%.
You know why people like cheese so much?
Why?
It hits the same part of your brain that heroin hits when you take
No
heroin.
fucking way,
Oh, God.
yeah?
It hits the same exact neuroreceptor. The only difference is it's obviously on a way smaller scale.
Oh, gotcha.
But like, yeah, it literally hits the same neuroreceptor that heroin hits when you take heroin.
I eat a lot of cheese, man.
Mm-hmm.
So I better stay away from heroin.
You gotta stay up. Oh yeah, nah. If you took heroin, you'd be strung the fuck out. I can tell you that right now.
Imagine the high that you get from doing heroin and like eating
And
cheese
cheese?
at the same time. Then
Oh shit.
that's why people are OD.
That's
probably-
that Walter White right there. You get that Breaking Bad
doing
shit.
heroin and eating like Kraft mac and cheese and fucking just OD off the bat. Like
Yo, off the Mac.
it's like
Yo,
killing
Mac and
cheese,
heroin
man.
is crazy.
Yeah.
Like,
That could be the name of an album.
that could be the name of an album, like Mac and Heroin or Heroin Burger. Mm.
Ooh, I think we just found something right there.
Might have found something.
Perception is everything.
Perception
you
is
know,
everything, and it's
'cause-
like, but that's the like. Let's say, I don't know. Let's say like, you was a younger brother your whole time, right? You got an older brother your whole life. Your older brother every 5 seconds will punch you in the face, tell you names. Now, how you perceive your perception determines the reality of that event. Now, if you perceive those punches to be a bad thing, like now your every decision you make is based off of a negative emotion.
True.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then like everything you see, your perception of that becomes negative. Now, that same punch could hurt you the same exact much, like physically. Boom. Ah. Now you could take it as, I'm gonna get back up and get stronger than him and fuck him up. Now that punch was a catalyst to you becoming greater.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because you didn't see it as an obstacle, you saw it as a challenge. You know what I'm saying? And then like, I feel like, to tie it back together with my voice, I feel like everybody speaks a lot. You know what I mean? And then depending on how you speak is perceived by the people that hear how you speak, and then how they react, and then how you perceive their reactions as, is it this reality or is it just what they saying? If you perceive it as reality, then you act accordingly. Let's say, okay, boom, you speak, you don't like the way they speak. I mean, people don't like the way you speak, they chastise you, or like they make fun of you behind your back, or like whatever the case is, and then you go, well, I think I sound good. Look at you guys. You know, I'm gonna walk around. I'm gonna talk like this, and this is exactly who I am. I am a man.
Yeah.
Or like, or you could be like, oh no, fuck out of here. I mean, I guess this is not what girls sound like. So, like, you know what I mean? And you'd be down. I don't know.
It's a self-fulfilling prophecy.
Exactly.
Right?
And I feel like I took the latter. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I'm out here sounding like this, and
Yeah.
I could sound smooth, but to me, I don't give a fuck what I sound like.
Yeah,
I know
yeah.
that's me, and
Yeah.
I fuck with that nigga.
So you have a lot of confidence.
Yeah.
You think as an artist you need that, right?
You definitely need that,
Yeah.
like a motherfucker, because
Yeah.
people will tell you in a second.
Right?
How trash it is.
Because like I think when you're, especially when you're performing, people like it's an energy thing. When you're on stage, like you really want to connect with the with the audience, right? So like confidence, being charismatic, those are things that you need to learn, or like I guess you have to be born with, right? What do you think?
A little bit of both.
Yeah.
A little bit of both.
Yeah.
Because I would say this. I would attest my confidence to, like, just my upbringing. You know what I mean? Like, because I was the only child, but not really. Like, I was the only child due to age. But, like, I have 4 brothers and sisters. I was just a mistake, like a motherfucker. Like,
Yeah.
like, put it this way. My sister was graduating college, and my mom was in the fucking stands pregnant with me. Like,
Oh, shit.
Yeah. They thought they was done. My dad splashed on that too early. You know what I mean? It literally has to do with my upbringing. Like, cause for all my siblings being parent age, it's like I had 15 parents, but only one of them could like get me in trouble. So the way I always looked at it was like the world was. It was just like I felt like I had immunity. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like impunity. Like as a child, and then growing up, you meet other people that feel like they had that same shit. Yeah, and then y'all test each other.
always.
And then the confidence comes from just being told that you could do it. And then when somebody telling you can't do it, then going, I think I could do it. And then on the other side going, I dead ass did that. You know what I mean? Regardless how menial or how small that task would be. You know what I mean? It could be something as simple as you can't tie your shoes. Fuck that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And then the whole time you in Velcro.
Yeah.
And then all it takes for you to go, I'm gonna see if I can try my shoes. I'm gonna tie my shoes. Right. And then you tie it. And here's the thing where a lot of people fail is that we fall for everybody else's belief of what success is. When in all actuality, success is, we're going to bring it back to perception. Your version of success is only created in your mind.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So if you want to tie your shoes, you may not double knot. You may not hit a Windsor, but you got your shoes closed. Like, you know what I mean? Like you might have did just a single knot. Hey, you tied your shoes. You succeeded. Don't let me say my knot is better. And what's better or worse, once again, is up to perception. And then collective thought, because like reality is what most people can perceive what it is.
You look at somebody like Jay-Z, right? Coming out from Marcy Projects, had nothing
at all.
Is I think one of 3 African American black billionaires in America. How does that happen? The guy went from just doing music,
one of 3 off of music or entertainment,
off of entertainment. So how does that happen? The guy, we all know music. If you go global, it pays, but it doesn't pay as much as it used to. Yeah. Right. So you kind of have to expand beyond the music, right? You have to create a brand, like you were saying before. You have to create merch. You have to, like marketing right there. So actually, I wanted to ask you about that. That's off the Big Figidy.
Correct. This is
that's the album cover. The album cover. There.
So this is the Big Figidy merch. I don't know if y'all can see it. Yeah. We got the hoodies. We got shirts and everything, and also right here we got ShadP merch. He just dropped the EP called Over My Head on Monday, and when I tell you, I seen a lot of tweets. I seen a lot of complaints. Just from the general music industry, like Young M.A., everybody, a lot of people. Main complaint, there's no more real R&B. There hasn't been real R&B for years. Everybody, if they singing, it's on a hip-hop melody, or if they singing on an R&B, kind of like K, like, they're fucking your bitch. Yeah. Or like, they're not going, baby, like, you know what I'm saying? Okay. Like they're fucking you. I can't sing for shit. Yeah,
compared to what I do, man.
It's over. A little bit. I listen to a lot of ShadP. You listen to enough ShadP, you're gonna be able to sing too.
I took a listen off the new album, right? You were featured on it too, right? On one of the tracks,
Cruise Control, the first.
Cruise Control, song. Yeah, like you said, like that's an R&B record.
Yeah,
right there.
Right. I wish I could love you like the way you deserve. Like, you know what I'm saying?
And it's not vulgar
at all.
Like you said, it's like you made it more family oriented.
Yeah, we made it like literally that. And then with the R&B, what we bring it in, because like people was too afraid of love, afraid to love. Yeah. It seems like they're being tough. It seems like people are being strong, right?
Yeah.
Because I don't love her. Fuck her, I don't need her. Yeah. Just fuck this bitch, right? In actuality, those motherfuckers are being weak. Those motherfuckers are tearing down everything, and they are afraid to even talk about or look at anything that could cause them any type of feeling of less than. Like, you know what I mean? If they feel any type of inadequacy, that's the word I was looking for. And they feel like they're afraid of that. So they avoid that by saying, I don't need her, I'm a fucker. Well, know what? No. Everybody in the world wants love.
Everybody.
Regardless of how, like, you know what I mean? And we're not afraid to go, you know what? I'm going to place my stake on my love right here, regardless what happens. If we fall, we fall. If we don't, we don't. But guess what? I'm gonna let you know right here that this is love.
Yeah.
And that's the R&B that ShadP puts out. You know what I'm saying?
That's something you haven't heard in a long time. And I say this to, I talk about this a lot. Music has taken such a turn. And I think hip hop has taken such a turn. R&B has taken such a turn from where we used to make music where like people dance to it, where people really got in the vibe, like girls and guys, guys and guys, girls and girls, whatever. Like there was a vibe,
Niggas was dancing,
like you used to go to the club and it was like, oh, once they played like the R. Kelly track, like you knew it was done. You better find somebody right there. But nowadays, like not many people are doing that. Like you said, it seems like all the music is reflecting back that the society, like guys and girls, like everybody's emotionally unavailable. Do you think like maybe like dating apps kind of fuck that up for everyone?
That's hilarious.
like Tinder just turned everybody like into.
And I do believe like it definitely is. There's no such thing as one problem to anything, because like when you breathe, right? I just breathed in oxygen in there, right? But particles came from over there. You know what I'm saying? It was a whole bunch of. So that being said, even with like, there's never like, so anybody going, well, it was this, that one thing caused everything. Like, nah, like that's dumb, and that's not even looking at anything wholeheartedly or holistically rather. But I would say social media definitely played a huge part in it, because think about it like this: social media and just like personal devices, but like. Think about it like this: with social media, everything comes fast and instant. Not only does things come fast and instant, exactly what you're looking for, not exactly what you want, but exactly what you're looking for is instant and fast. And you get to comment on that. And you get to, and then not only that, let's say, we're not on the same level. We can see celebrities, we can see millionaires, we can see billionaires, we can see people that are in relationships and we're not in a relationship, right? And then, so that causes, like I said before, a sense of inadequacy.
Yes.
A lot of people are not equipped to handle that. And the beautiful part about life is you are supposed to feel inadequate at points, right? So that you could rise.
Yeah.
But
that gets you out of your comfort zone.
Exactly.
Whenever you feel like I don't have enough.
And that's what growth is.
Yeah.
Literally, I don't have enough. Let me go get it.
Yeah.
I feel uncomfortable here. Let me find comfort. But people are afraid to find comfort.
Yeah.
Like, so when all that shit comes about, they put on a show, So the show being, and so in music, the show shows as, I don't need that. But I got money. What? I get high. What I do, like, you know what I'm saying? You know how much like drug talk is in rap now? Like niggas went from selling drugs to taking drugs.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know if that's been said like throughout, but it is what it is.
I've heard it. Yeah.
Yeah. That comes with like what I was saying with the perception of everything, and then that comes with what I was saying just now with the social media, everything coming so fast and being so instant, and having those dopamine hits, because that's really what it is. Like I said with cheese, imagine with cheese, like cheese in the same spot as your brain is heroin. Now imagine if you was eating cheese every 5 seconds. Like, think about how often we look at our phone. Like, we look at our phone more than we do anything. Crazy. So imagine if you was eating cheese, the same shit that and like, think about that serotonin, nigga.
Overload.
That shit is just as good as coming. Do you know that? Yeah. You ever had sex before? Nigga, that shit is amazing.
I'm a virgin. So
yeah, for real? No. Oh. I believe it. You said that with more confidence than you said anything else.
Yeah. All right. Well, this interview is over.
Just like that.
Just like that. We'll cut you off.
Yeah, right. Edit point. Like. Nah, but shit. I feel it's like I said, it's like serotonin. That's just like coming. It's like that same exact. Like, you're like, oh, it's euphoric, and yeah, you feel good, you feel satisfied, you feel accomplished.
Yeah,
and and that all happens in one click.
Yeah, so second. Fast.
And then
so
like
fast.
as fast as all that happens, it leaves you 10 times faster.
Yeah,
and that withdrawal hurts a lot. You know what I mean? And then what happens once again when people are faced with pain? You either accept it, get through it, or you like rebuke it. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And
then people rebuke it a lot. So in music it shows, oh, fuck these bitches, I don't need this. Yo, I'm gonna take these drugs. Yo, I'm gonna do this. And it's quick, it's fast, it's simple, it's easily digested. Like, you know what I'm saying? Same shit with TV shows. Because like I said, it's like making a sandwich. Shit can't just happen in music like out of nowhere. Before something had to happen in music, it had to happen in real life. Before, you know what I'm saying, it had to be seen in television shows and movies. It had to be seen on the news. It had to be talked about amongst your peers. Like, it had to be lived and experienced.
There was a process.
It's a whole process. Yeah. So it's like, I'm saying, like, nigga, that whole process has happened in a very short amount of time. And people's brains aren't really equipped to process that. Oh, they are. But it's like so many distractions that are helping you not to process it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that shows in our music and a lot of like just like life things.
Instant gratification.
Instant gratification is trash. Yeah.
That's what people are seeking nowadays. Because like you said, they want like that.
I'm gonna choke you up. Pause.
Shit. I'm out of air. Like, you took my breath away.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just like instant gratification, you know, people seeking like the next dopamine hit. You know, Instagram, you know, as much as like you need it as an artist or like anybody that has a business is trying to self-promote, you kind of know that it's a double-edged sword, right? Because if you don't get like those likes, you know, if you don't get those views, it kind of fucks with you in a way, right?
You're like, yo, what the fuck? I need y'all to fuck with me.
Yeah, exactly. But the way that today, I think Instagram, the way that the algorithm changed and, you know, it doesn't even reflect like how talented you might be, like as a content creator, you know, because it's so saturated, right? I think I went on the app and like I was just like analyzing how it is. I think like every fourth post or every fifth post that I see is a sponsored content. So it's an ad. Like a year ago, it wasn't like that. You know, a year ago, you would go on the app, you would see like your closest friends' content. So like, even if you're putting out fire, unless you're putting money behind it, like not a lot of people are seeing it.
That's correct.
And it's a little upsetting, right? So you think maybe there's another platform artists should be looking at?
Aside from like
Instagram, or other ways to engage,
get out and engage,
like get your name out there.
Well, yeah. There's you know the phrase, there's a million ways to die. Yeah. There's a million ways to do everything. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, yes, take the traditional routes. Yes, put money behind everything because money is honestly, nigga, money is the answer to everything. In all honesty, because we made money that thing. We made money the end all be all when it comes to negotiating. Like, you feel me? What I'm saying? Like, because before then it was just a barter system. Like, so like, okay, you got that cup of wine. I like wine. You know what I'm saying? But I got this water. You don't got water. Fuck it. Yeah, I give you my water. Let me get that wine. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That's how it used to be. Even quick pro quo. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So one thing I learned, because I'm a huge fan of Joe Budden, like I said before, right? And he had he was on somebody else's podcast just as a guest, and then they was talking about something, and he said something that resonated with me a lot. He goes, well, the whole time I wasn't trying to get fans of Joe Budden's music. I never gave a fuck who liked Joe Budden's music. Yeah. Whole time, I was trying to get people to be fans of Joe Budden. Yeah, yeah. So, yeah, my music career, they didn't have the best music career, but I had a couple 100,000 people that listened to my stuff. Right. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And now I didn't have multi-millions, but I had a couple 100,000. I decided, I don't want to do music no more. Let me go to Complex, because he was doing the Everyday Struggle at first, right? Those people followed me there. Then Complex wasn't really giving me what I wanted. Left Complex. Said, fuck it. I'm going to do my own thing. I'm going to go to YouTube. Those people followed me. Yeah. Spotify picked it up.
And he's taking more people along the way.
Exactly. Yeah. And then, but what I took from that was, it's not about what you're doing at the time at all. It's nothing about what you're doing at the time. It's about who you are while you're doing it and who you're touching while you're doing it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, yeah, I could have ran through and touched 400 million people right now. Gave them my music. They could have all liked it. They could have all streamed it. I would have streamed 400 billion more than Drake. Next week, nobody would have gave a fuck about me. You know what I'm saying? And then it's like, And yesterday we was in the studio. We was having, because I always have like I like to call them Diddy talks. Like I always have like little Diddy talks. And we was talking about something, and I was like, "What you gonna do when nobody fucks with you ever again?" Like, and they was like, "What you talking about?" I was like, "Well, everybody plans on becoming successful, right? Everybody plans on popping is what they call it, right? Well, this is from the standpoint of a poor person. This is from the standpoint of people who never made it. People who have succeeded understand that success is succeeding, failing, succeeding, failing, succeeding, failing, succeeding, failing.
Yeah.
When people think they're gonna pop, they talking about that first success. Well, what you gonna do when it goes away? Think about your favorite artist. Think about the time when you was first introduced to them, and you go, you know what? This is my favorite artist. Now think about where they at now. They're probably not making the same art.
Yeah.
If they were smart,
things changed quite a bit. Yeah.
If they were smart, then they decided to do something else. Either people go, well, I'm a businessman. All they did was put money somewhere and delegated something to get money back.
Yeah.
Or it reinvested into the future in the industry. Or you have the people like the Jay-Z's, or like even somebody like a Jadakiss who could come in. Like Jadakiss doesn't sell fucking platinum albums every time. But like Jadakiss will come every 2, 3, 5 years and drop an album for his fan base, and
they'll buy it.
Still be good.
They'll listen to it. Yeah.
And I feel like at the end of the day, and I feel like we digressed a lot, but I feel like we stumbled into a great conversation.
Yeah, yeah.
But at the end of the day, I feel like I have one father. I have one daddy. I will not call another man daddy ever in life. When I say that, I don't need another boss. I don't need a nigga because my father been started telling me what to do. So I'll be damned if a nigga tell me I gotta wake up at 6 o'clock just to, you know what I'm saying, like to push a plane or like you know what I'm saying, do something. I don't know. I just thought of like some random job task, like so that type of shit. Nah, I'm sorry, because now working with somebody, if you know what I'm saying, I'll allow people to have leads, yeah, but like. You know, everybody had a job in this room before. You know what I'm saying? You know when your boys act like they the person that started the company, and if you don't fucking blow your nose at 11 at 25 seconds after that, then everybody's going to die. Like, you know what I mean? I fucking hate that shit. Like, because they have no stake. They also could be fired. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Everybody has a boss.
Everybody has, exactly. Well, everybody allows themselves to have a boss. Right. You know what I'm saying? Damn. Because if we're going to go deep into that, I'm going to go deep into some other shit. But like,
go ahead, bro.
I want to talk about music, man.
Let's talk about.
I want to talk about man. ShadP Over My Head just came out. Taha Facts is out on YouTube and on SoundCloud everywhere. Taha, that dude is amazing. You guys are putting
out a lot of work.
Yes.
Off 2G right there. Mm-hmm. Very diverse, right?
Extremely. We're the new Wu-Tang.
New Wu-Tang.
New Wu-Tang. I'm saying that right here. Yeah.
I don't even think Wu-Tang was that diverse.
They weren't. But I mean, nigga, Wu-Tang had like 36 motherfuckers in it.
Yeah, for real. Like, Wu-Tang. On the Cream video, you just see like a whole gang, right?
Yeah, that's it, yeah.
But people really only know like 5 or 6.
They really only know like the main 5.
Like, to be honest, I'm not even going to start listing them because I'll probably sound stupid. I probably only know 3.
Yeah, no, it's okay. Yeah. It's funny because if you list them correctly, it sounds like you're playing a game. It doesn't even sound like you're being serious.
You ever put your name into the
Wu-Tang generator?
Yeah.
Yo, okay. So for a specific point in my life, Childish Gambino was my favorite rapper.
Right.
He's actually in my top 5 currently. Honorable mention.
It's been
He's
a
in my top
while
10
since he put a project out.
Yeah. Well, no. See.
Right.
Yeah. It's been a minute. Like as far as like rap wise, yeah, it's been a minute.
Yeah. But is he done as an artist?
I have no idea.
Yeah.
Yeah. Me and him, we don't really.
You guys haven't talked in a while.
Yeah. Some of my man's like that. Like he used to pick up my phone calls, but he stopped after the Lion King. Once Beyonce started working with you, motherfuckers get bougie. I don't know. Like Jay-Z left the projects just because he was with Beyonce. Like, relax.
Come on, man.
Right? But yeah, shit, I forgot the question.
Childish.
Childish. Yeah. Yeah. He became a. You were talking about the Wu-Tang name generator.
Yeah.
But Childish, he was like my friend. Shout out to Nova King James. Shit. He changes his name so much. I don't know if that's his name, but shout out to Nova King. But at the time, he's like a childhood friend. He grew up with me. He was my first producer. When I first got into like recording rap and taking rap seriously, it was like, and that's why I believe the shit that I believe, because it's like, yo, it's fucking crazy. I was like 16. Me and my friend, he had nothing. We had like things, but like as far as like anything to go towards this music shit. We had nothing to piece. Like, you know what I mean? I go, hey, he got a laptop for Christmas just because I think we was gonna go to college, so his parents bought him a laptop. You know what I mean? I said, yo, fuck school. Why don't you learn how to make beats? Download. I think it came with GarageBand at the time, like the free shit.
Yeah.
And then he just started making GarageBand beats, and then he's like, I think we could buy Logic, and I was like, yeah, went half on a little Logic program. He bought the Logic, started making stuff on that, and then we started working out. Anyway,
that was around the
this
time.
is 2000 and this is 2009, 2008.
So you out of high school?
No, I'm in high school still.
You're in high
16,
school.
16, still in high school. Yeah.
So that's when you started. Like,
Oh,
really
no.
getting into music.
This is when I started, like, at this time, my name was Black Panther. That was my rap name.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Yeah. No. Trust me. Like, ever since I saw Roots in fucking elementary school, I've been on that type of time.
Yeah.
I've really been on, like, the fuck we doing this shit for a time. But anyway, that's just another
early.
story. Yeah.
Yeah, you were self-aware.
Like a motherfucker. Well, it's really seeing
aware of what's going on.
Yeah. Nah, it was really just reading history books because I was really big on history as a child. I've always been like an AP motherfucker in every class I've been in. Yeah. I've been in the advanced classes and all that extra shit. Like, nigga, I got a trophy in advanced forensics.
Oh,
like, you
shit.
feel me? Like,
I didn't even know that was a thing.
Yeah, no, that's the thing. Like, like basically, if he got shot from that angle, I could tell you how he got shot from that angle. Like, just based off of
the splatter,
based off of the type, the direction, the angle. Like, oh, I'm nice.
Yeah.
But anyway,
well, your name should have been Dexter.
Encyclopedia, right? Dexter's kind of.
It is.
I might come up with a Dexter album. I'm not gonna lie. But nah. So I was a huge history buff growing up. And then, like, just knowing about, and then in school you learn. There's a quote I live by. Not live by. There's a quote. It's in the beginning of Book of Eli. If you ever heard it, but the winners of the war get to write what history is.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So nigga, the history that we learn in America, you gotta learn how to be a good American. So you learn that history. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And in being a good American, they had the ideas. And we learned slavery. Like, we learned American slavery, which was like, you know what I mean? So that made me go, I'm nobody's slave. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
No chains.
Because it's weird learning slavery and only seeing white people in authoritative positions. So, like, as teachers, principals, police officers, not seeing normal, like a person I would have a conversation with wouldn't be white. Yeah. And, like, where I grew up. So as a child, this is just like my thoughts. You know what I mean? And then so I was like, nigga, fuck these niggas, because they can't do shit to me. My teachers ain't do shit to me. Yeah. Like, that's how I thought. Like, yo, fuck these. Like,
what are you gonna do? You gonna give me suspension?
Yeah, what you gonna do? Suspend me?
I prefer to stay home anyway.
Yeah. So like that's where that like that idea came from. And then, but I guess. Also, so we talking about like making a sandwich, or we talking about to bring it back to the voice, like how I like my voice, and then like I was saying, like combative, like you could be depending on your perception, the things that you're given, you could either accept, be indifferent, or go against. Yeah. So that was one of the things that was given to me, and I went against it. And then by me going against it, I go, because everything about me, at least like my perception at the time, right? Everything about me, everybody's saying it's trash. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Everything I do is nice. I've never even met you, so everything you do is trash. You know
who has that type of mindset? Kanye.
Kanye's
always been like,
Kanye's
not always,
been my nigga.
But from what I've seen,
yeah.
And I didn't always like fuck with him.
Yeah,
I thought he was crazy.
Yeah, he was a wild
until
nigga.
I started doing my own thing, and I started adopting that kind of mindset about like not letting anybody dictate my future, having like freedom, and like actually taking control of my life. Yeah. That's when I started like looking at Kanye a different way. I was like, this guy has a lot. Like his mind is actually very open, and that's why most people like they look at Kanye, they see like just somebody who's out of touch, but he's actually very in touch. I went back to the Breakfast Club interview. They hit it in 2013. I watched that like a month ago, and that shit hit different now than it did back then. When I first saw that, I was looking at him like he's crazy. He's talking about like having the biggest sneaker brand, becoming this fashion icon. I'm like, Kanye, you're not gonna do that. You're a fucking rapper. And then you watch it today, and you're like, this guy's a prophet. Like, he knows what he's talking about. He's not bullshitting. Like, whatever he says
Mhm.
comes true.
Yeah.
And I look at that mindset like that's the kind of mindset you need to have.
Because here's the endless loop that we live in. What you see is what you think is what you say.
Mhm.
What you say is what you do. What you do is what your reality is. What your reality is what you see, which is what you think, which is what you say, which is what you do. Right?
Repeat. Rinse and, rinse
Exactly.
and repeat right
So
there.
if you think I can't do it, you will say I can't do it.
Yeah.
You will act as if you can't do it.
Yep.
Your reality will show you can't do it, and then you will see, oh shit, see, I told you I couldn't do it.
You can't be rigid.
At
That's
all.
the one thing you learn. Like you can't have
And if you're
one
rigid, you
solution
better
for
be
the
strong.
same. Like you can't have the same solution for the same different
for the
problems.
same- yeah, correct.
Like every situation is gonna be different,
Correct.
and you're gonna have to learn how to be
I
adaptable.
fuck with this. Like I like this podcast, man.
Like you said, bro. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. I told you it's not all about music. We go deep. We want to get to know the people that we bring on as people.
Nah, that's
You
real
know,
shit.
we want to know their philosophy because obviously that's always going to translate into their music,
Correct.
right? So, Big Figidy, what's that album about?
Big Figidy. Shoot, man, the album. I was just trying to get stuff off my chest at that point. I think I was trying to get a lot of shit off my chest, and the name Big Figidy is a made up name. But it came from I was watching Drink Champs, right?
Mm.
That's how I study my hip hop through different podcasts. So I was watching Drink Champs, and it was the episode about. So if you know anything about Rockefeller was started. What owners? It was Dame Dash, Jay-Z, and their silent partner called Biggs. Biggs was the street dude. He's honestly the reason why they had the money and all the other shit.
I
But
didn't know that. I knew Dame Dash and Jay-Z. I didn't know about Biggs.
Biggs, yeah, he's
Yeah.
a silent. So you know Maul from the Joe Budden podcast?
Yeah.
That's Biggs' brother.
No way.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. And if you ever heard Jay-Z talk about hip hop, he's talking about Maul's brother. He's talking about like he was one of the original people that started up Rockefeller as well.
Okay.
Like part of Biggs. He's Biggs' brother.
He's not involved anymore though.
No, they Rock
Biggs is
Nation,
still-
all that shit, or everything.
Yeah.
They still do. They just do it without Dame Dash.
Yeah, Dame like
He's with Dame Dash, he stopped doing music altogether.
right.
Yeah, he's doing all types of other shit.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
like Childish Gambino, Dame Dash hasn't called me in a while, so that's all the information. But to bring it back to where the Big Figidy came from, so they was interviewing Biggs, and then he was he was like a goon, I guess, or a boogeyman of the '90s, which was one of the Rockefeller bodyguards. His name was Big Face Gary. Yeah. So Big Face Gary happened because he was like known because he had a personality, I guess. But he, Nori said, "Hey, you know what? Fuck it. We can ask you some questions too."
Yeah.
So they got drunk. You ever seen Drink Champs? Like they drank throughout the whole thing.
Yeah.
Towards the end of it, Big Face Gary had a little bit too much to drink. Big Face Gary took it upon himself and he slapped the table, stood up, boom. It's Big Figidy, nigga. You know who it is. And I was like, I like that name.
That was the moment.
Yeah. That was the moment. And then literally, I ain't gonna hold you. I'm gonna look that in the camera. Yo,
Do it.
Big Face Gary, my nigga. You kind of influenced a lot of shit. Like you got the name of the first album. Yeah, you saw the meme. It was like, if there's like coronavirus, nigga, ain't no black person gonna get sick. But if they had the Henny virus,
Game over.
the corona shit, the same shit I thought about Ebola, West Nile virus, the mad cow disease, swine flu, bird flu, all that shit.
Ebola.
Yeah. So like no funny shit. Like I was talking about like perception and all that, and distractions and all that and shit like that. A lot of those things are sprinkled a lot along the a lot to distract you from. Because like at the end of the day, all right, boom. Put it this way: if I control these 5 group of people right here, right? I control y'all. How do I keep control? By telling you I don't control you. I say you have liberty. I love liberty. Liberty's dope. I have the liberty to do what I want. That's what liberty means, right? No. Liberty means you could do anything that you want within the realm of the things that I will allow you to do.
Within the limits.
Exactly. So keep going with that. Okay. Well, eventually people are going to get smarter. Eventually people are going to start thinking for themselves. Well, how do we get people to stop thinking for themselves? Well, let's start scaring motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Well, how we scare people? I don't know. You'll die if you do this. This one thing came through. and it's coming from these people, so you should stay inside, so you won't die. Okay. Time goes by. Well, I survived that. I might as well just go back out and learn things from people who are different from me. I might as well get a different perspective and then add it to mine and then gain an ultimate perspective and then no longer or not be as easily controlled. Oh, that's what you're thinking? Well, fuck it. You were scared about that other shit, right? Yeah. Same shit, different name. Oh, shit, it's the same exact shit, different name? Yeah, fuck that. I'm buying hand sanitizer. Because think about it like this. People buy hand sanitizer, they buy things in mass quantities, right? That they haven't bought in mass quantities before.
Lysol.
Exactly. But there's like a huge influx of people buying things on a huge influx. Mm-hmm. Meaning, nigga, the people that own those companies are getting mad bread. The people that own the companies are talking to the people that own the companies that are telling you things. Well, if you get scare them into buying our products, we'll give you 15% of whatever $1 million of money that they purchase and shit. So
you think this is all economic?
Yeah, nigga, what the fuck? Yeah, it's bullshit.
It's obvious that you guys have a lot of chemistry as artists, so I'm very excited to see what you guys are doing. The 2G music group, yourself, as a individual artist, Yohan, Hookzmurdock, everybody, ShadP with his new album that just dropped. Mm-hmm. So all I can say to the audience is, go check these guys out. Go check out Enonomous,
so
the whole 2G group.
Yeah. Not even to cut you off. So if you want to look me up, just don't go on Instagram or go anywhere. Go on Google. And type in Enonomous. That spells anonymous. So once again, I'm going to say Enonomous. Now, when you type in Anonymous on Google, you're going to find not only all my social media handles, but you'll find YouTube links. You'll find the links to every single 2G artist. You'll find everything. Trust me. Just Google Enonomous.
All right, there you have it. So what do we have next? Cherry sprinkles?
Cherry sprinkles, yeah.
All right, let's get to it.
Been hot for a while. Don't get burned. I've been hot for a while. Don't get burned. I cannot cool down. I just watch you burn. Stop, we can't stop now. Might just stop you first.
4, 5, 6 on rolling trips, no game shit. Check out the bench, we were born to win. Hooks in me up. Start hooking up the sound again. I'ma spit some shit that make these rappers throw the talent. Maryland hit him, spin them with 10 javelins. Get up again, it's meddling, blazing bright, smoking up. We can't live. She make a wish, I make a woman, make a bitch, make a hit. She do this in the sleep, man. These niggas ain't it. They ain't drop enough drip. They ain't got enough tick. Pocket so thick, looking like an extra hit. I just grab a pot to piss. Competition, take a sip. Slurp, emerge, they gon' get spurs. After this verse, you might get hurt. Minding your manners, you might get murked. For me, it's easy. Be good at Michael Jackson feel, saying my ABCs. Call songs, we gon' talk like say la vie. Chris Cross, you got it back, but you ain't fucking with me. What you got? Twin Glocks, stuck them under the seat. Okay. And my bitch bit it clean like they ain't nothing to see. She Jordans and a pineapple under the sea. It's WV. I keep my women weak in the knees. Give us some stroke, get even with scream. Okay. Give us some rope to pull on the string. Being me is such a beautiful thing. Being me is such a beautiful thing. Cause
I've been hot for
see, I'm out of breath, nigga.
Don't get burned.
Been a second since I did this shit. Hold on.
I've been hot for a while.
I apologize for sending your chair the wrong way.
Get burned. I cannot cool down. I just watch you burn. Stop, we can't stop now. Might just stop you first.
I've been on a run, you should know what's up. Stretch your hamstrings, Asian bitches giving shoulder rubs. Gum, it's some sex, no stretch, I'm the best. Hockey up, bitch, I'm aiming for your neck. No corny lines about how I get next. I'm the first of my kind, I'm the rookie in the back. Switch hit when your bitch, yes, I'm ambidex. I'm in God's Rolodex, follow me in in the Pokedex. Kinda everything, belly odor this. What was that? No, it ain't over yet. Opponents going home and said, that's the roasted niggas. Y'all ain't at all what you seen. Been a diamond in the rough. Y'all just blinded by that gleam. Old vision, no dream. We don't believe in those things. 2G, the home team, best believe it won't change. And these niggas miss they flight. We ain't on the same plane. Stand up, get slain. You ain't never stand the game. It's hyperbolic train shit. It's all about the game. Been bringing rappers pain. You can see it in the rain.
Been hard for a while.
So hot I can't burn myself.
Don't get burned.
Don't get burned.
Been hard for a while.
So how you might burn yourself.
Don't get burned.
Don't get burned.
I cannot cool down.
Take a minute, but I won't.
I just watch you burn.
Sheesh.
Stop, we can't stop now.
Toot, 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 toot.
Might just stop you first.
Chip, chip, chip. Real quick, man. My name is Enonomous, man. I represent 2G Music Group. That's Enonomous. If you like anything you hear at any point from any 2G artist at any 2G show, we like claps and all that extra shit. That's cool. But we like a toot, toot. If you really like what you hear. Toot, toot.
That was fucking awesome, man.
Oh, thank you.
Thank
Oh,
you.
shit.
And that was Cherry Sprinkles.
Yep. By Anonymous and Gangsta Lee, who is 2G adjacent.
And there you have it. And that was actually the first time people are hearing this, right?
Correct.
Shit. So
Correct.
we are, you
Yeah,
guys are lucky.
exclusive.
You guys are, this is an exclusive drop. Both tracks that Anonymous has performed here today with the Slightly Ignored podcast are debuts.
Yes,
These
sir.
are unreleased tracks.
Like a motherfucker.
And this is the kind of shit we bring you guys. So, Anonymous, thank you again for being here, brother.
Yo, thank you
I
for
appreciate
like,
you
allowing
having
me.
us. Of course, we fucking, well, hopefully you'll come back. Some more fire.
Yo, listen, I'll tell you this one thing. Not only will I come back,
Yeah.
everybody from 2G is going to be here.
I bet.
If that's allowed with y'all, everybody from 2G will be
100%.
here.
Yeah. We'll take anybody. We'll take all you guys.
There you go.
All
We got
right,
the
awesome.
best people.
Hopefully we
We
can.
shook hands on camera, niggas.
Yeah.
So,
So that's a done deal.
yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, maybe we could have all you guys at once. I don't
Yeah.
know.
We're
We're gonna have to buy more mics.
That's what happened.
Guys, this has been Anonymous from 2G.
Toot, toot.
Dutch Treats. Thanks for coming down, dude.
Ah, thank you. No problem.
It was great having
Listen,
you.
ShadP, his Over My Head EP is out everywhere. Over My Head by ShadP, all streaming platforms. Taha just dropped Facts. It is fire as fuck. It's on YouTube and SoundCloud. If you like that drill shit, if you like that hood shit, you're going to like Taha. If you like that R&B, that real shit, you're going to like ShadP. If you like that introspective music, if you like that, like if you ever watched a Marvel movie and you said, wow, I like that, and you ever looked at yourself and go, that's a cool motherfucker, Hookzmurdock is the person for you. If you ever got swaggy, if you ever in your life got fresh, if a bitch told you, nigga, I like the way your fit look, let me suck your dick, you gonna like Jerry Milo. Jerry Milo is out here talking that fly shit at all times, you feel me? Jerry Milo, he has music everywhere. If I say a name, look it up, Google it. It's on at all streaming platforms, on SoundCloud, on YouTube, whatever. If you an Asian motherfucker, if you like diversity, if you like that trap shit, if you like that hood shit, if you ever sold a pound in your life, Yohan that's that nigga for you. You feel me?
The beast from the Far East.
The beast from the fathers of East. You know what I'm saying? Like, and listen, if you happen to be Filipino, real shit, if you happen to be Filipino and you watching this shit, Yohan is the original Filipino. You feel me? He's one of the originals. And if you're a real Filipino, you understand what I just said just now, and you would fuck with him. If you're not, then you faking the funk, and you might as well just look up Yohan and understand what I'm talking about. And then, I forget anybody? Myself, nigga, I'm me, Anonymous, you feel me? Every time, look that up. I'm always the God. And if you know the God, you see the God. And 2G, we out.
And that's how we're going to close it. Guys, thanks for listening. This has been Anonymous. See you guys next time.
Toot, toot.
Peace.
Lightly.